Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in today as we go ahead and take a look into Grimm season number one. This is episode number 9. And as always, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the reaction. Hopefully you guys are a fan of what we're here in Geek Out Nation. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the reaction to the show. If so, definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe, head over to our Patreon, get some early episodes, unedited episodes, and come show some support if you guys would like to. But as always, remember, it's up to you. Remember, it's always now, let's go ahead and talk about uh, what we saw in the last episode. And it was a pretty solid episode. We kind of had Monroe help Hank out a little bit. Nick was actually hurt for like the last 20 minutes of the show. And we actually found out Hank was actually one of the people that this creature wanted to kill. So Hank tried to attack the situation head on. Again, he doesn't know about this guy being a creature. He just knows of this guy based off what happened in the past. I'm pretty sure Hank was working on a case with this guy, which the guy obviously is upset and wants to take out Hank, as revenge and pretty much kill him. So again, it was interesting to see that Monroe, who's normally not known for helping Hank out, he's always helping out Nick. It was cool to see him help Hank out from afar. I don't think Hank actually seen Monroe help him, but it was cool to see him actually get in there and help him out. That's kind of a quick little recap of what we saw in the last episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe if so. And oh, he actually got him? No way. Oh! Oh, wait. That's the same shirt. Oh, that dude just died.
We got 25 units. Most of the people are away at work right now, as you can.
Oh, it would not surprise me if it's the landlord, you guys. It will not surprise me.
We get more police here than I'd like to admit.
Plus, he kind of has that build
some of
like
our
the guy.
tenants, they have problems.
Was Leonard Drake one of them?
What's he done?
He died.
What?
We're gonna need to see Lenny's apartment.
I want to keep that guy under investigation. This guy, I mean, I don't know. He was just saying some stuff that kind of got me a little bit like, I knew he was a creature. I just didn't know which one.
I felt kind of bad for Mr. Drake.
Maybe
So-
it could be him, you guys.
What else you need to know? Except I'm innocent.
I don't know now. I honestly can't tell you guys. I thought for sure it was the landlord dude. But yeah, after seeing that, it could be him now. It could be the lawyer guy,
2
Schneider.
days of waiting in Vienna, I confronted the laws in Schlong in a dark alley. As I approached, he attacked.
This is Detective Burkhart. I want you to run a plate for me. OR 734BFU.
Yeah, thanks. Look, I'm sure it was probably nothing serious.
Oh, but that sounds serious. How that sounded serious.
Stay inside.
Get the hell out of my...
Okay. So how come is that creature whoever could always turn into that face, right? Because it's the same face. Wonder how that's possible. Ah, so it could be the mouse that mouse dude. Okay, okay.
His name is Andrew Salazar. That's his auto. I'm here for the.
Oh! Oh! No! No! Why they had to do Monroe like this? Son of a gun. I promise you, if he dies, I don't even know at this point. Oh, and it's Mason. It's the lawyer fault.
And so
Okay. Well, we actually established who the killer is now. I was way off as always. Why does the face look the same like the earlier? Guys,
No signs of trauma.
have you guys seen
to
what
Marty.
I've been talking about with the face?
Maybe this is what set him off.
Never set him free.
They're like a different species.
How do you mean?
Well, Marty's 40. Never been married. He's taken care of his dad all these years.
You should leave Natalie alone.
Excuse me?
I want you to leave her alone.
I swear, this episode, you guys, I'm way off with everything. I'm
Listen,
not
you
even
are.
lying.
You came to the right place. Let's get something straight.
If he kills the guy, this guy here, the lawyer. If he kills the lawyer, then he's the one who killed the other guy.
You are pathetic. Birthmark loser. You are...
Oh, I get it. He doesn't like his father, and that's why he always sees his father with everyone he kills. Okay, I get it now. Okay.
Cute. They're lovely. Is Mason here?
He couldn't make it.
Isn't that his car?
Right. Could at least change the paint on it if
I
you
bought
wanted
it.
to.
You bought Mason's Camaro.
He could handle.
This damn dude definitely fooled me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He fooled me.
We need to palaver.
You don't sound so good. Are you all right?
I've been better.
I'm in the middle of something here. Can it wait?
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Gonna need an evidence team at 5431 Grand Ave, Suite 204.
Is he dead
Marty's
though?
car's here and Marty isn't?
We better find that Camaro.
Oh yeah, 100% dead.
I'm very sorry, sir. We're completely booked. Without a reservation, there's no way we can get you a table.
I'm sure you'll find a reservation under the name of Burgess.
Oh, he punched him. Yeah, he's losing it.
Marty, I think we should go. Marty.
Okay, so Marty definitely hates his father. And I think the fact that he killed him, maybe his first kill, is why he sees him everywhere.
Scared the hell out of me.
People like that, they deserve to die.
Oh, now he's doing a little too much. But again, it reminds him of his father. It makes sense now. The first 20, 30 minutes of the show, I was like, almost certain it was the landlord.
Hit Marty, you're going too fast.
Hey, well, get me out the car first.
Marty. Marty, you have to stop, please. Marty. Marty, please stop. What are we doing here? Marty, I want to go home.
Lock the door, lock the door,
Marty!
lock the door. He don't got the keys. I would have locked it.
Marty, stop it. Stop it. They all want me to.
Man. She should have so locked the car. Because he had the keys still inside. Because look, the car's still on.
Road. Request backup.
Marty! It's Detectives Burkhart and Griffin!
He just started going overboard. Honestly, he really started to go overboard. Like, there's one we know you liked her, but now you done kidnapped her. Oh, you didn't even try to hide, dude. What are you doing?
Marty, you're doing.
Right.
Natalie's your friend. Let her go.
Dude, you're trying to kill her? What the fuck?
No.
Get him, Nick. Get him, Nick. It's such a weird spot, though. Like, there's like junk everywhere. I wouldn't have went in there. Just give it up, Marty. This is not you.
Father. We know he's dead.
No, he's not. He was. But he's not.
I'm a Grimm, that's what I know.
Nobody does. Nobody.
He could see you, my man.
Nobody.
Into the house as fast as she could.
It's because clearly they're
she was afraid
creatures.
of me.
Well,
They're afraid of Nick.
Nothing. I just looked at her. Why would she be afraid of me? I don't even know who they are.
Well, maybe she... What happened to you?
Funny you should ask. You happened to me. Get in here.
Wait, what? How did that happen to him? How Nick was the cause of this?
Shut the door, will you?
Well, never mind. They did draw the blood on the hood of the car, so they do know Monroe and Nick have been in communication.
I don't know.
No, I can track them down.
Look, I don't know who these guys were, all right? All I know is if they wanted me dead, I would be dead. So, quo kind of guy.
Okay, all right, Monroe,
Next
that's
time,
peace.
We'll be ready for him.
Yo, I like Monroe, man. I thought he was just gonna be like, yo, I can't help you no more. Oh yeah. All right, though, ladies and gentlemen, that is our episode for today. Grimm Season 1, Episode 9. And it was solid, man. Right out the gate. You guys already know. I am so terrible when it comes to predictions, man. Seriously. So, you know, we always start the show off with a crime, right? So this time, what I was trying to do was, and I was kind of trying to tell you guys as it was going on, was I was trying to get the body right. And what I mean by that was, I was looking at the body of the killer, and I was trying to, you know, put two and two together. I'm like, okay, this guy looks like a big kind of guy. So there's no way it could be, you know, anybody who is small. So right out the gate, after the crime happened, we got into the landlord of the whole entire building or hotel or apartment complex. I'm not even sure what it was to be exact, but he's like the landlord of this whole entire place. In the beginning, and I was just like, okay, it has to be this guy, right? His build, his size looks very similar to this guy over here. Okay, not the dead guy, the killer. To me, the killer looked like he was a bit big, kind of stocky a little bit. So that's kind of what I was looking for in the beginning. And I was almost certain it was him. I swear to you guys, I thought it was, but I was way off. We actually get to find out that the person who was killed in the beginning kind of got into an argument with his wife or girlfriend at the time. I think it was his girlfriend. And we also get to find out that the guy who was killed actually was abusing his girlfriend. So at first they assumed that maybe she could be potentially behind the murder on her boyfriend, husband. I don't really know what title it was that they were to each other. So yeah, so I got the names listed here, so I'll just say the names, that way we know. So her name's Natalie. The guy who was dead, who was her boyfriend, husband, whatever he is, his name was Leonard Drake. Now, again, they assumed she was possibly the one who was behind this, and I don't know. I was sticking by my guns to the landlord dude because I was really 100% sure it could have been him. But yeah, gotta see, I was way off. It actually ended up being the Murray guy. Sorry, his name was Martin, not Murray. Martin Burgess. And, you know, I knew he was a creature based off how he acts. And what I mean by that is I always feel like when Hank and Nick interrogates some certain people, the monster ones or the creatures always seem to act a little bit kind of odd, a little bit kind of funny. So I'm happy I even said this before we actually found out that he actually was, a creature of some kind. We didn't know that he was like a mouse until later on. Well, not even till later on. We knew he was a mouse here, but we didn't know he was a creature till he turned here. But I did catch it. I did say it before he did turn. So I'm happy to be right about that. But yeah, every single time that these guys seem to interview some of these creatures, they always act a certain kind of way. Now, I wasn't sure if that was because Martin knew Nick was a Grimm or he was just very nervous because he knew what he did. I don't know. I don't know because again, Martin was like my least suspect out of this whole entire thing. I was like, no way Martin could be the guy. But then I kind of started to put two and two together when I started to see the same face. I was like, wait, this person that just died, because again, we do see a killer, the killer kill someone else. We obviously don't see the killer or his face or anything like that. But the person he ends up killing ends up having his father's face, which started to put two and two together for me. I was like, oh, wait, okay. So Martin killed his father and he keeps killing people that ends up having his father's face. So I'm like, okay, so there could be either two things going on here, right? Martin either killed his father and it's kind of messing with him, or Martin hates his father, which is why he killed his father. And, just the hatred that he has towards him maybe is what makes him see his father everywhere. And also at the end when he was kind of like, oh, I'm not you. Um, he kind of was turning into his father and as in like what his father was. And Martin was somewhat becoming that. And I think that's why he continued to see his face everywhere. And particularly all the men. Because when we were at the bar scene, when he was talking to Natalie, when he kind of was freaking out a little bit, he kind of looked at everybody at the bar, and it was only all the guys. It wasn't none of the women, but it was all the guys who had his father's face on their bodies. So again, that kind of gave me the idea that it could be potentially Martin because, again, he was the mouse creature, whatever. I'm not sure what they call them here. And yeah, and his father is a mouse creature as well. That's why his face looks the way it does. But I'm so happy I actually caught that too, because at first when I saw it, I was a little freaked. I'm like, did the show mess up? Like, did they not realize that face that they had in the first scene is on this guy's face too? I thought it was like a little hiccup, because we saw the guy's Martin's father's face on here. But when they changed like the scene, like when they did like a different angle with the camera, it was like the normal dude's face. So that's why I was kind of like confused a little bit. I was like, oh man, I think the show messed up. But no, that's just because, like I said, it's just, I think it's just a lot of things going on with his father, he really didn't like him. And you could tell he kills him. Yeah, and Martin just started to go crazy. I think he just started to get a little bit obsessive as well. With Natalie, he was very, what's the word? He was very on it, as far as learning about Leonard's death. Right, Leonard is Natalie's boyfriend, or husband. I don't know what he was to her. But he was there when they were arguing. Right, I'm sure he killed Leonard. And after that, he just was acting super strange, in my opinion, especially like how he was moving to Natalie. Like he was moving relatively quickly, just always like showing up at random spots. Like if I'm Natalie, right? And let me find the scene that I want to show you guys, because to me, if I'm Natalie and this happens, I am bailing like out of here. So this scene here, right? Natalie is walking home. And then Martin comes out of nowhere in the red Camaro that belongs to one of their neighbors, right? A lawyer neighbor, hella money, right? And then he comes to Natalie and starts having this conversation with her, right? Boom, comes out, gives her flowers. And he's like, hey, I booked this reservation or whatever. And she's like completely like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, okay. No, to me that is completely weird out the ass. If I'm saying if I was Natalie, because Martin, you don't seem, and I'm not even saying that because I don't know his financial issues if he has any or not, but he doesn't seem like the type to own this kind of car, especially where we see him live and stuff like that. So if I'm Natalie, I'm like, there's no way my man over here sold you this car. With what money did he sell? Like, what did you pay? What did you pay him to get the car? And then you booked a reservation, right? You didn't even talk to me about going out or hanging out, or what if I told you no? You know what I mean? I don't know. I would have just been like on red flags everywhere. Like from that moment, if I was Natalie, I don't know why she wasn't, but yeah. For some reason, guys, Monroe got beat up. I don't know who it was. I don't know who the group of people or creatures that did this. Um, Monroe got this call telling him to go to this spot where he ends up going and ends up getting beat up, which kind of sucks, man, because you guys know how I feel about Monroe. He's fucking awesome. Um, and yeah, and then we also had this moment where, where we at? Where we at? So Nick's wife, right, was she was at home, and we got something weird that happened. Some random pickup truck was spying on us and spying on Juliet, Nick's wife. When I say us, that's pretty much us because we're following them. But this car started to spy on them, and I was like, "Who is this? Why? What's going on?" Now, this is what I'll be telling you guys about creatures. When they're around Nick, they act kind of funny. I'm almost 1,000% sure that these two that are in this pickup truck are creatures of some kind. I don't know what. I don't know what kind of creature or even how to pronounce what potential creature their name they could be, but I'm pretty sure they are. Why? Because again, they're acting kind of strange. They must know that Nick and Juliet are together. They must know that Nick obviously is the Grimm. So they're spying on Juliet and potentially Nick. Obviously, Nick's not there. Um, so yeah, this is again, I think again they're trying to spy on them. And again, I most certainly think they're creatures because this is what they do. They get super nervous and super, like if they never did what they just did at this moment, right? Because Juliet goes out there and like looks at them and then they haul ass down the street, right? If they never did that, she probably wouldn't have, pressed so hard to figure out what they were trying to do, try to figure out where they're located or anything like that. Um, so yeah, and that's what I'm saying, you guys. They always, have these moments where the creatures just kind of give themselves away and letting us know that they're definitely creatures. Let's see what else. Oh, and then here, so then this is what I'm talking about. She ends up going over there, because she ends up getting the license plate due to Nick. She goes over there and she doesn't even say nothing. She's just looking to see what's going on, which I kind of preferred if Juliet went over there so we could get to the bottom of this. I don't like the whole suspense stuff. I like to just get to the bottom of these type of things. But I wish she kind of went over there, knocked on the door, and would have been like, "Hey, what's going on? I saw you guys clearly at my house, and you guys look like you're spying on me. What's up?" I kind of wish she did that. I mean, obviously, it's cool that she did it because she's probably weirded out about what the hell's going on because it is kind of a weird situation because then they see her and they panic and go straight into the house, which, again, gives me the reason to believe that they're creatures and they must obviously know about Nick being the Grimm, and obviously they've been spying on them for probably quite some time. Or maybe not spying on them for quite some time, but they definitely know about Nick being the Grimm, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what else we could discuss here quickly, you guys. Um, I think that's pretty much it, you guys. That's really it. There's nothing else really more to say. It was a great episode. I enjoyed it. I'm happy to see Monroe walked out of there safely. Um, Once again, way off on the predictions, but hey, that's just me. Hopefully you guys are okay with that, cool with that. But yeah, man, that's all the time we have for today. I hope that you guys are enjoying the series so far. Hopefully you guys are a fan of the show. Definitely check us out if you guys are interested on checking us out on Patreon. And that's all we have for today. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in, and peace out.